Today on TNT Big Show, never trust Dreamcast guy or the video game media ever again. All today on TNT Big Show. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Michelle Lynn Tackett.
And this is Shawn.
Welcome to TNT Big Show, and if you like our content, please hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to keep update with all our latest videos. And if you want to help us with the algorithm, please watch the whole video, that helps the most. But also like it if you enjoy it, leave a comment, just please be respectful to others and stuff. You can also share it to social media for your family and friends and save it on a playlist. And Dreamcast Guy did a video about his worst video games of the year. And what was one of them? Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And people are like, well, that's just his opinion. Number one, most of the problems in Scarlet and Violet now have been fixed. Secondly, he let a game called God of War Ragnarok away with it.
Which had 150 bugs and glitches.
No, more than that.
I mean, more than that.
They brought a patch out that fixed 150 of them, but there were still tons after that.
Yeah.
Now they're making a huge update, Sony is, in January. Finally addressed that.
And he gave it a what? 9 or a 10? I don't know. A 10. He gave it a 10. It had worse crashes and bugs than Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah.
It just did.
Imagine you get ready to go into another room in God of War. In the original 2018 God of War, which admittedly wasn't my favorite game, but it shows you that at least Sony had standards back then. When you opened the door to a new area, there it was. You walked in, you started solving a puzzle or fighting enemies, you know. And Ragnarok, the level wasn't even done yet. You would open the door, it would just be all blank.
God of War, and it still crashes.
Yeah. Person found 5 different instances of him falling through the floor, even on completely finished loading screens and areas. And he would keep falling until he just had to restart the game. Now, what if you hadn't saved it? Oh, crap. That is showing that Dreamcast guy cannot be trusted. He gave Cyberpunk a 9, despite all of the bugs and everything. He gave Death Stranding an 8, said it was boring, but he loved it.
He loved it, yeah.
And the video game media in general are like this. Now, okay, a few critics who gave God of War a good review, despite the bugs and stuff, also gave Scarlet and Violet good scores, so at least they were consistent.
They were consistent.
Yeah. They were like, we don't like the technical problems and stuff, but they said the games are good. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Dreamcast guy, you are a liar. And a hypocrite.
Hypocrite. That's all you are.
He's been reviewing games less, and I'll tell you what, Hoss, nobody trusts you.
No, because I'll tell you why. Dreamcast guy, you and the whole video game media, 99% of them have an anus as a mouth. Because you have so much flatulence and crap coming out of it that it's got to be called nothing but an anus.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You guys are so full of crap that it's not funny. Rub Preparation H all over you guys, you would disappear.
I mean, it's true, though.
Oh.
These people are just pushing Sony because they want Sony to be video games. We've said this before.
Oh.
You know, but it's the truth.
Yeah, but you know the sweet thing, though? They can't stop Pokemon from selling.
No, they can't.
They just can't.
No, and I was just sitting there like, you know, this is just sad. The fact that God of War Ragnarok had all these problems, and Elden Ring had a lot of problems too when it launched, but not nearly as many as God of War.
Look how many Game of the Year awards God of War Ragnarok's been
about 100, yeah.
Yeah, look how many. A messy, glitchy game wins Game of the Year.
Yeah.
My, how the standards have lowered.
Or a masterpiece like Xenoblade Chronicles 3, about 10 or 11.
That's disgusting.
It is.
Game of the Year awards.
Oh, yeah.
That's disgusting.
And at the Sony Butt-Kiss Jeff Keighley Awards, Elden Ring won Game of the Year. Some of the problems for Elden Ring still haven't been fixed.
No. But that's okay, though.
Yeah, it's okay. When Sony and From Software do it, it's fine.
Yeah.
When anybody else does it, jump all over them.
Especially Nintendo.
Yeah.
Especially Nintendo.
And I don't want to hear one word come out of your mouth, people, because, you know, I'm not saying that it's okay when Nintendo does it.
No,
I think Game Freak should have delayed the game myself. Or Shawn told me one day that they should have just canceled Sword and Shield and Legends Arceus and just focused on Scarlet and Violet.
Exactly. After Sun and Moon, their main focus should have been Scarlet and Violet. Because honestly, spoiler alert, the games seem to tie together anyway.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's some things going on. It actually seems like a true sequel to Sun and Moon.
Right.
And to me, there was no need for Sword and Shield or Arceus. There was no need for them. I just wanted to be like, you know, Electronic Arts has Madden out every year, and Activision has Call of Duty out every year. We got to make a Pokemon every game every 2 years so to keep up with it. I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't either.
I mean, you know, to me, no, you don't, Game Freak. You don't have to have a Pokemon game out every 2 years.
Or if they wanted to do Legends Arceus, have somebody else do it.
Like they did
Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, they should have let someone else do it.
Yeah, they should have delayed it and fixed it. The unfortunate thing is they wanted to meet the holiday. Don't do that again, Game Freak, please.
Well, no offense, they couldn't help that in a sense of way. COVID had a lot to do with that.
I know. A lot of these games were delayed because of COVID and stuff. Sony Santa Monica.
Quit your jobs, go out and ride bicycles, get a job at McDonald's or bagging groceries, Piggly Wiggly or whatever. Kroger, yeah. You guys apparently don't know how to do your jobs in the video game. You don't.
No.
Y'all, you do. You got your mouth around Sony's ass, and I'm sorry if that sounds rapping stuff to people. I know just the damn truth. And the Sony ponies know it because they got their mouths around Sony's ass just as well.
Oh, yeah. Of course, there's always people, I didn't do that. You're a damn liar.
You're a liar. My God, the word didn't do that. It played fine. You're a liar. You're a liar.
Yep.
You're a liar.
I will call you that.
Yeah.
Because when Pokemon Scarlet and Violet had those bugs and stuff, that wasn't just isolated.
If you play the game, all you're going to have is frame rate issues and pop in. That's it, period.
Well, yeah, but after the first patch, though, the frame rate issues and pop-in are not as bad.
They're not as bad.
There's some bad drawings still, but not nearly, that bad.
And the second patch is coming in February.
Yeah. I don't mind people who want to call out companies that do this because they deserve to be called out. But Dreamcast guy, you sickeningly act like God of War had no problems at all.
Yeah.
Boy, you went on the rampage against Pokemon.
Well, look what he did against Bayonetta. He says, I love my Switch. No, you don't, liar.
This is the last thing I'm going to say about this, but Review Tech USA, I want to make sure that we get all the evidence about Sony in their case. Boy, wish you'd have took that approach with Helena Taylor. Bayonetta in the voice controversy, you blamed Nintendo right out of the gate. All you needed to hear was just her testimony without a shred of evidence, and you just jumped on the hate bandwagon against Nintendo. Most people did, and then after they found out, it was like, Sony, it's like this take a wait and see approach. But with Nintendo, it's like the second something goes wrong, you guys jump on like a bunch of hyenas. You're dishonest, and you're like, some people call me a Sony pony. Yeah, Rich, you know why? Because you hold Nintendo and Sony to different standards.
You do.
Yes, you criticize them.
The sexual harassment lawsuit going against them when Sony took down videos of
games using Earthbound music.
Isn't that anti-consumer? Of course not. Of course not. If Nintendo had done it, you'd been jumping on them. And they're so anti-consumer just because they're protecting their games.
Yeah, like it's Sony's music. Earthbound music is owned by Sony.
Well, he should have jumped onto it.
No, I know that. I'm just saying, though, that unfortunately, it's their music.
Exactly.
Their music, they can do what they want with it.
Right, but he should have jumped onto them for it.
Oh, absolutely.
And he didn't.
So, yeah, I know.
So you sit there and you call out Adam Sessler. Rich, you're no different than Adam Sessler. You're not. You're no different.
Shawn and I could do a whole video about what went wrong with G4, but that old horse has already been beat to death. Yeah. So, we all know, that ended in disaster. And it wasn't just one person, just the whole thing fell apart. This is why, folks, you guys thought, or you're just making it up. No, this is proof right here. And the last thing is, Review Tech USA and them just want Sony to be number one because they want Sony to be the representative, the head brand of video games.
Not Nintendo.
Right. Because they don't want video games to be looked at as only for kids.
And a toy.
And the large majority of people now don't look at video games like that. They don't. No. That's only the Fox News viewers and people like that now.
Yeah.
So 90% of the population's like, oh, well, I've seen my friends or my spouse or my relative who's in their 20s, 30s play video games. So no, it's not for kids. You know, this is not the same as the 80s and 90s. So there's no reason to keep this imaginary war in your mind going. Nintendo is hurting the industry by appealing to a wide range of consumers.
Yeah.
To the fans' credit, a lot of real God of War fans have taken to Metacritic and Amazon and bombed the game with saying it's not that good, saying it's too hand-holdy, it's a buggy mess. And I'm just sitting there like, good for you. You know, I mean, that's only fair. So I'm tired of the butt kissing. I'm tired of the favoritism towards Sony getting old, because there's nothing wrong with holding all of them accountable. I hate the way there are still people. I want to wait for the reviews first. If you still believe the video game media, then I feel for you.
Yeah. Then we have a house to sell you on the moon.
This is Michelle, Lynn Tackett.
And this is Shawn. If you go outside and are worried about global warming, it's not cows farting that's causing the methane. It's flatulence that's coming out of Dreamcast guy's mouth and the other video game media.
Have a good one.
Thank you all for enjoying the video, and thanks to our Patreons for supporting us. You guys help make this video possible. And you can also join our Patreon if you want for as little as $1 a month. You can get things like Jack's Joke of the Week, which will be up later today. You can also join our Reddit, which is TNTEgames. And you can also join our Discord, which is TNT Big Show -3665. And that's not all. We have an Instagram, we have TikTok, and we have a WordPress blog. Thank you all for supporting us so much, and have a wonderful day.